good, man? This is Keyon Corniffe, also known as Mr. Finance. Hey, I just want to take the time to tell you a little bit about who I am. And hey, guess what? You're in for quite a treat. Keep watching. Let's go. Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Keyon Corniffe, also known as Mr. Finance. I just want to come here just to introduce myself a little bit and tell you a little bit about who we are, what is it that we're doing, and how our company is changing lives. So, before I got started with this beautiful company and this campaign, I actually used to work 3 jobs, and I did that for about 5 years of my lives. I was able to discover this campaign through a cousin of mine who actually gave me a phone call and said, hey, I need you to come check this thing out and see if it's somewhat legit. Now, I came down here very skeptical. You know how these things go. You go to one of these things, you think someone's going to bust out the lotions and potion. You think someone's trying to tell you that you're going to be a millionaire. But it wasn't that for me. I was able to come down here and actually witness what they're teaching people and sharing ideas and concepts and giving people the knowledge that they need to take control of their future. I actually got started. 2 things that motivated me to get started here was the simple fact that 1, I started learning about finance, and I also wanted to give my kids the opportunity to learn about finance, so that way they didn't have to struggle like me and my siblings did when my mom and us came over here from Jamaica. One of the biggest things I also did was that motivated me is that I wanted to be in a position to retire my mom and definitely help her, because I don't want her to struggle like we've seen most parents or most people in America struggle today. So I must tell you, the campaign is very powerful. Just a little bit about who we are as a company. Our parent company is called Aegon. And Aegon is actually based in the Netherlands. They've been around since 1844. And one of the things that Aegon want to do is that they want to make a presence in North America. So they bought the company called Transamerica. And Transamerica actually was founded in 1904 by a gentleman named A.P. Giannini. And A.P. Giannini is a very interesting guy. Not only that he was a revolutionary type of guy, I mean that he's the guy that actually created Bank of America. This is the same guy that created what's known as branches in banks. This is the same guy that helped rebuild San Francisco when the 1906 earthquake destroyed it. This is the same guy that actually gave Walt Disney his first major loan to put on his first major film. This is the guy that actually have them back the bonds for them to finish the Golden Gate Bridge. So when you think about Transamerica as a whole, they actually been a very big part of history when it comes to the American history within finance. And they serve as our financial department today. Aegon also bought another company called World Financial Group. And World Financial Group is a marketing and distribution company that have affiliation with over 70 different financial companies. Companies out there like your Nationwide, like your Prudentials, like your Pacific Life, just to name a few, Gerber, right? These are just a few companies that we actually work with and represent as well. Now, the division that I'm a part of and the team that I'm a part of is called the World System Builders. And within the World System Builders, that is our financial educational department. And within this department, we're focused on educating 1 million families by the year 2020. The reason why we're doing this is very simple. It's because the simple fact that we know that families are facing 3 major concerns and that nobody's talking about. Number 1 is the retirement crisis. We know that due to poor saving habits, companies not offering pensions anymore. A lot of people cannot stay retired or even be in a position to retire. We also have seen that the education crisis, that's our number 2 crisis that families are facing. How about tuition costs keep rising, student loans becoming a major burden. So many people graduate with a degree and they can't find a job for that degree that they study and got. So we see there's an education crisis that's going on, and where people need to have proper funding and proper planning for. And then we have seen a spending crisis. Look at our country's national debt. Our country's national debt has grown tremendously. And that's going to put pressure on the government to either raise taxes or start eliminating some of these benefits that they offer to us while we're getting ready towards retirement. It's things like Social Security and Medicare and all these different things. So these are the 3 reasons why we're doing what we're doing. And that's the reason why I do what I do. Because what I want to do is I teach people concepts. I teach people about financial concepts so that way they could be in a power to empower themselves. I'm here to empower you. And I hope you're ready to empower yourself. And that's why the reason why we want to sit down with you and share with you how you can empower yourself too. It's time for you to come down and learn. And hear what? I'm ready to give you one of our complimentary personal financial strategy where we sit down with you on a one-on-one basis. We break it down so that way you understand, and we also get to invite you to come down to one of our complimentary workshops as well that is here for you. So I hope you take this. I hope this explained to you a little bit about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why you need to come down and definitely sit down with us. And if you cannot make it down to any one of our local centers all throughout all 50 states, and also in Canada and Puerto Rico and Hawaii, if you cannot make it to either one of these locations, just please reach out to one of us or anybody that you know that's a part of the campaign, and they'll give you access to what's called a virtual access portal, as we use a Zoom. So I hope this explained everything. I hope you get a better understanding of what we do. And like I said, we are here to change and empower lives, and I hope we can empower you. So don't be left out. Don't get left behind. We want you to be a part of the million families that get educated by the year 2020. So thank you. I hope to hear from you soon. Be good. Bye-bye.